what to do with your hands when the world is on fire. When I am feeling frozen in fear, inflamed with rage, or collapsed in a puddle, please don't tell me to take a deep breath. I will probably slap you. Welcome to the Slacker Hack of the Week, what to do with your hands when the world is on fire. With me, Kate Lynch. There have been so many crises, one after another after another. If you're not feeling stressed, overwhelmed, hypervigilant, I'd be a little concerned about you. There's just so much going on. If you're walking around like that all the time, we call that chronic stress. Stress is part of life, and it's great to have strategies that help us to regulate our nervous systems. And that's where I come in. I am a mindfulness coach for neurodivergent and highly sensitive parents. When I am losing my shit, here are 5 alternatives that I turn to because they're right on the end of my arms. They're always there for me. They're portable. I can shove them in my pockets and I will never lose them. I do lose a lot. It's very helpful that they're always there. In my teaching, I prioritize simple self-regulation practices. I'm going to show you 5. This is not a 5-step process because each of us is so different. You might find one that really helps you right now, and then in a couple of months, you might need a little novelty and try another one. Eventually, you'll build up a whole toolkit that you can reach for when you're noticing your stress level really high and you just want something that's going to pop you back into present moment awareness. Keep it simple, be kind to yourself, and no matter what you're feeling, all of those feelings belong. They're part of being human. This is not about pushing away certain feelings to prioritize others. It's more about, can I be confident that this feeling belongs? It can help to first acknowledge that we are stressed and then do something to release. We can rewire our brains. Then we can start to repair, reconnect with our higher purpose, and finally renew, energize to move forward. You don't have to do all of these each time. The idea is to check in with your own body, your own feelings, your own nervous system, and see how each of these tools impacts you and take ownership of that. What matters is your experience and how you take that experience and integrate it into your daily life. You may not have the same response as I do, and that's still fine. When we aren't even aware of how tense we are, it is hard to relax. So here's what I suggest. I do this a lot when I'm feeling tension. I go deeper into that tension by tightening, and we're just using hands here. You don't have to bring them up like I am. You can leave them by your side, whatever you'd like. I'm just showing you in case you're on video. Make tight, tight fists, and then relax your hands. You can spread them really far, or you can just let them be floppy and soft. Your fingers release away from your palms. Any amount. Let's try that again. So we're making tight fists, feeling the tension, and then releasing the tension. We're squeezing tight fists as tight as you can, and then noticing what release feels like after the squeeze. One more time for good measure. Tight, tight, tight. Let it go. Notice what comes to mind for you. How do you feel after doing that? Is this something you want to put in your pocket for later? Add to your toolkit. Next is Rewire. This is a Mudra, a hand position from yogic wisdom. We're going to interlace all our fingers. Have your whole hands together, palms pressing into each other. Interlace all of your fingers. And then take your index fingers and point them up together, like a little steeple. You'll point your index fingers up. Your fingerprints will be touching, like a Charlie's Angels symbol. This is a powerful mudra. It represents Kali, who is the goddess of not just creation, but also destruction. She has that power of both generating and destroying. Sometimes we need that in our lives. Let your gaze go toward the tips of your fingers. This can focus us. I'm using this to rewire, to feel my power and the coordination between my brain and the rest of my body. All right, let's relax. And again, notice how you feel to represent repair. This is one that I find myself going to all the time. I find this to be grounding. I'll take one hand and squeeze the web between my thumb and my palm of my other hand. You can just leave it in your lap and, of course, do both sides. You get to decide the right level of pressure. This is great if you work at screens a lot or use your thumbs a lot. It may have a grounding effect on you. It may feel healing or centering. All right, please relax. Notice any changes, any similarities to how you felt before. And if the answer is, I don't know, or I feel worse, normalize that. All feelings belong, and we're always developing that language so that we can connect with ourselves. Here is another Hasta Mudra, or hand position from the yoga tradition. This is Naga Mudra. You might need to listen closely. Both your palms will be facing up and one hand will rest in the other. Try both to just see which feels most comfortable and cozy. Your bottom thumb will rest in your top palm, and then your top thumb will cross over that. Your two thumbs are crossed. Let all your fingers relax and curl. This mudra can rest in your lap. You can bring it in front of the center of your chest. It is known to be reconnecting, calming, soothing, a sense of coziness. Because we're crossing our hands, we're crossing the midline, it can help our brains feel more organized and more open to connection. I would recommend ending with this final one I'm calling Renew, which will help you move forward into your day. And anytime you want to energize or shake off whatever is burdening you, sitting on your shoulders, maybe it's an inner critic, maybe it's current events, maybe it's someone else's influence over you. You can shake it off. Literally start shaking your hands like you're trying to flick your rings off your fingers, and shake as vigorously as you can. You can shake high, you can shake low, you can shake to one side, you can shake to the other side. Push yourself just a little bit to shake bigger, longer, more vigorously. Shake it all off and then pause and find stillness for a moment. And for the final time, notice how you feel. Now choose which one of these 5 tools you're going to put in your pocket and practice anytime you start to feel pulled away from your center, sucked into the dumpster fire, running in circles. Anytime you need to pause, but taking a deep breath just feels too hallmarky and doesn't resonate. Pick one, try it a bunch of times. Try it in different contexts, in different situations. Let it become second nature. Teach it to other people. Make it your own. You have choices. You can shift your nervous system. Next time you feel like you don't know what to do when the world is on fire, look to your hands to help you release, rewire, repair, reconnect, and renew. I believe in you and the important work you're doing in this world. I want to support you in helping your nervous system stay regulated so that you can be an effective and creative agent of change. If you're looking for more simple strategies to de-stress, I have a free 5-day challenge for you called Brain Fog Busters. You will find that link below. Basically, if you Google Kate Lynch Yoga, I will come up. That's the easiest way to find me. Thank you. For those of you who stayed on to the end, here's a little bonus. Take all of your fingertips and tap them to the fingertips of your opposite hand. Just keep tapping. Fantastic way to release feelings that are not ours. All right, be well. Thank you.